Hey, what's up everybody, guys? This is Richy here, falling down a massive pit, back with another episode of Richy's World. Things are starting to get Christmassy. I think I should spend just at least a little time in this episode Christmasifying the base. But at the same time, we have this massive tower up there that is currently almost invisible, which is a little bit surprising, that I think we should work on, because that's a really cool project. That's probably one of the favorite things I've started on this world so far. And the other thing we have to do is really rearrange this whole area down here. I want to finally finish all of these walls. I need to take out this area right here. And like I said before, of course, we're going to add lots and lots of Christmassy things. And that is, of course, if we have the time, because I was going to start recording this video yesterday, and yesterday I came home from school. I was exhausted, I was tired, I was really not all that happy. I decided to take a nap at around 6 o'clock p.m., and I woke up at around 6 o'clock a.m., which really threw my schedule for a loop. Ooh, now that I think about it, we should probably start moving some of this slime. Which reminds me that our item sorter is currently broken and that we need to rearrange all the items in it. Which should remind you that this world has so many unfinished things that it is almost a joke. And apparently a skeleton hiding out behind one of the pillars. Oh gosh, you know, I thought I was going to be clever because I had the bow and I had it drawn, and I'm like, watch this, I can undraw the bow by shifting to the side. And you know what I did? I placed a block. In fact, I placed a lot of blocks. But on the other hand, that helped me discover a glitch, which is now my favorite glitch in the game of Minecraft. You can see through, apparently, blocks that aren't solid with a slab. How crazy is that? I mean, I not a slab. What am I talking about? If you throw an item down here, you can see straight through this shulker box. Let's test that with some other things really quick. Alright, so we're going to have a shulker box, a chest, a stair, and a slab. And if we throw a block down right here... Okay, so the slab doesn't work. We know that much. If we break the slab and throw something right here, the stair also doesn't work. But if we put a chest there and a shulker box, we can see straight through them, which I think is completely awesome and was not something I knew about. And next, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to manage our sorting system. So I'm going to close my eyes and count to 3. And when I do, this will have magically sorted. Trust me, it's going to be awesome. 1, 2, 3, and look at that! We finished it. Just like that. It's been about an hour. But, essentially, we reorganized all of the items in here into new slots and placements. This thing is finally working properly. And now we can continue this episode with the probably just as tedious for me task of fixing a lot of stuff in my base. There are a lot of rough edges around here, especially considering how long it's existed, like this sort of weird thing here, and the way that conflicts with the roof and just this entire straight up area. And the reason these are still here is because it's a very abstract shaped base, and there's not really much you can do to fix it without building new things or adding detail like we did right here. We are going to add a lot more bushes and probably add them in a better manner than we did over here. Maybe on this right here. Just a ton of detail work that I've really needed to get done. And after we do that, I am thinking we add a reindeer, some Christmassy stuff, some lights, some nice little, probably stained clay in red and green, and I think that'll work out nicely, if of course we have time to it. And as usual, this video is gonna be late. Why? Because school is evil. It's not actually evil, but it's very annoying when you're trying to run a YouTube channel. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about is a couple of cool new enchantments I've seen in Minecraft. There are two new enchantments in Minecraft 1.11, and I never really went over them because I didn't think they were all that important. You can find them in survival, though they're mostly for map making. And the first one is the Curse of Vanishing, and the second is the Curse of Binding. Curse of Binding, oh my gosh, I just did that. When you put an item on with the Curse of Binding, you can't take it off. I'm clicking. I can't take this off, and I won't be able to take these iron boots off until I die. Great job, Richy. Great job. Though they are going to be at least a little bit useful, because my Frostwalker boots finally screwed things up for me. They froze a piece of ice up in there. It didn't melt, and for those of you who haven't seen up there, they are water channels that move items. So basically we had a bunch of items stuck there, and because they weren't moving, they despawned. So no more Frostwalker boots. We're not messing with those. But the second enchantment right here is the most amazing. The Curse of Vanishing. If you try to drop something... Wait, what? What? Excuse? What? Okay, the idea behind the Curse of Vanishing is if you drop something, it vanishes. Though you know what it might be? It might be if you die, you don't drop it at all. It's just gone. So if you had a set of enchantments with Curse of Binding and Curse of Vanishing, you couldn't take it off until you died, and when you died, it would disappear, which actually will be very useful for some map makers. And, you know what? Even if I make an arena on this world at some point, I'll probably put those enchantments on all the items, because that will just make it a lot easier to clean up. No one can steal each other's armor, and I can just have an armor dispenser in the beginning that hands everything out, and then once everyone dies, it'll drop, and everything will be good. But on to the task at hand. I am going to probably fill some Christmassy shulker boxes with materials I need. You know, let's start with this building, and we'll do it in a jump cut, but I am going to go out into my Minecraft world and fix something, and then I'm going to show you what I fixed. Alright, that took an eternity. But we do have some very, very cool looking stuff, some stuff we didn't have before. But I mean, the thing I really never like about these projects, which is why I never finish anything, is because you work for a really long time to get substantially, not less, but what looks less impressive than what you had before. And it's necessary. This stuff looks awesome. But I can build some decorations in about the time it took me to dig this hole to begin with. And it's going to take a long while. But right here we have a new sort of platform, sort of meant to look broken down. I'm not sure if I'll keep it all like this, but it merges into these more orderly lights right here. And I really like this section right here. I might tidy this up just a little bit, though at the same time I'm trying to capture a look of a little bit of disorder like I have probably a lot more subtly up here with these slabs. So I'll probably smooth that out. We also have this area up here I did a little bit of work on. If we can get down here, you'll see we have another one of these floors. I'm thinking we put some sort of a building or shop or cafe up here, and then we merge it into this other unfinished piece of base over here, which should then merge into there. I wonder if we can make this jump. No, we can't. It'd be cool if we could. Maybe I'll set it up so that you can. And we almost died. So after I eat this chicken, I'll show you the other thing we did, which is, add just a little bit of an observation platform for the redstone inside of our item sorter down below, which is something I think I want to keep. It's something I like, but this place is a mess right now, and probably first priority is getting all of it cleared out. So, break this shulker box. Okay, that didn't really do what I wanted it to, but if we underpearl down here, yeah, we're getting there. And if we look at this from the outside, it really doesn't look that bad. I mean, that said, these slabs do need to be tidied up a little bit, but I like what we're doing, and I'm going to add some more platforms in there at some point. We really need to fix up this top of the circle right there, which probably involves adding more crazy things. But once we do that, this inside of the base will finally be complete. And it's the time of the episode where I say we're not going to finish that part in that episode, but that we're going to pivot to, I do believe, doing just a few Christmas things. And this is going to be more of a talky episode if you haven't realized already. We're not going to have anything that climatic. I wanted to do some work up there, but let's blame school for that one. Blame school. Grab some green stained clay. Also grab some leaves, maybe. And what was the new block I wanted to use? Yes, the new netherwort blocks are going to be good to use here, as well as something white, maybe snow. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. That is a little Christmas candy cane. With that said, I'm going to make it just a teensy bit taller, like this, and then take it out here and here. But this is the look I think we're going for, and we're going to spread these around our base as well as some other things. I don't know if I know how to make a wreath, but we'll figure out to add some mandatory Christmas spirit to our fun little world. And unfortunately, guys, I'm afraid that that's gonna be it for now. We put up some more candy canes. We put up a nice festive wreath for Christmas just because. And while we didn't get a ton done in this episode, I like what we got done. I'm really glad I rearranged that sorting system. And there's a lot that needed to be done here that just wasn't that cool. Oh, the one thing I didn't mention is that I gave every single thing a silly name, besides apparently this piece of glass right here, which doesn't have a name. It started out like being very, very simple, and then it slowly devolved into anything I could possibly think of. But I like this system. I hope this is the only system I'm ever going to need, as now when I run out of storage, I can use shulker boxes. And I'm really happy with what I've done. I get caught up sometimes with how much I get done in these episodes, and sometimes I have to tell myself that I am a high schooler, and I'm doing this as a part-time thing, as well as being a full-time student, as well as trying to learn guitar. And I'm just so happy I can get these things out for you guys to see, and that people like and enjoy them, because that really makes my day. You know, I never really would have thought, like 2 or 3 years ago, that I would be making something that people really enjoyed and really like watching, or at least I hope you guys enjoy it and like watching. Okay, it's self-promo time. If you like watching this video, please guess what you're gonna do. Leave a like on this video and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Thank you for another amazing episode here on Richy's World. I'm going to kill that slime really quick, and then I'm going to go do my homework, which really isn't quite as fun, but still needs to be done. I could probably spend a little more time blathering on, but all of that blather would basically just amount to me saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So instead, I'll just say, thanks. And until the next time, guys, is there anything cool we can fly off of? Yes, there is. So until the next time, this has been Richy, and I'm out. I'll see ya.